Hello everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for joining us. We'll wait for 5 to 10 minutes and then we'll begin, okay? Hi everyone. Let's begin. Thank you first of all for joining. And before we begin, let's quickly understand what data analytics is all about, okay? So, data analytics involve collecting, processing, interpreting data to uncover meaningful insights, support business decisions, and drive growth. Okay. In today's world, data is the new oil, and the analytics is the engine that helps organization to make sense of it. Now let's move to our expert speaker for today, who is this webinar will be presented by Mr. Diven Kumar, a senior data analyst, over 8 years of experience in data analytics, machine learning, business intelligence, stakeholder management. He is also an experienced trainer specializing in AI, ML, and generative AI, helping learners to bridge the gap between the real world applications, right? So this session is brought to you by the IoT Academy and EdTech training partners with the Uniconverse Technologies, which is our parental company. founded in 2017 and based in Noida. So we offer you industry-focused certification courses in IoT and embedded system, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, Python, digital marketing. Both online and offline options are available, and you can check the website as well for the same. So the academy is collaborated with the top institutes such as IIT Kanpur, IIT Roorkee, IIT Guwahati, emphasizing hands-on learning, career support, and real-world projects through its parental company, which is Uniconverse Technologies. So we are thrilled to have you all here. So without any further ado, let's dive in the and explore about how you can build your career in data analytics, right? So I'll give over to you, sir.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Good evening, everyone. And today, let me share. So today is a very exciting day. Okay, as we are learning about data analytics. What are the skills, roadmap, and career opportunities? Okay, so this will be our agenda for today. So this is the introduction to data analytics. What are the key skills required, like tools, techniques, and business acumen? Okay, and third is the roadmap to become a data analyst. Fourth is the career opportunities and industry demand. After that, it's getting started with projects and portfolio. And finally, is Q&A, expert tips and guidance. Okay. So the question is, what is data analytics? Okay. So data analytics is the combination of two things, right? So data plus analysis. So it is the process of collecting, cleaning, analyzing, and interpreting data to make informed decisions. Okay. We are collecting our data, we are cleaning it, we are analyzing it, and then we are generating insight based on our data, okay, to make informed decisions. Okay. Now the question arises, why it matters, why we do data analysis. Okay. So we know it's drive business strategy and innovation. Okay. It helps in predict trends and optimize performance, and powers decision making in every domain: healthcare, finance, retail, and more. And we know data is the new oil, right? It's transform raw numbers into actionable insights. There are different types of data analytics. There are various categories. Okay. So the first one is the descriptive analytics. So it means what happened. Okay. So in descriptive analytics, we analyze the past data and find out what happened. Okay. So for example, we have sales data with us. Okay. And we want to analyze. Okay. So we want to analyze what happened. Okay. So in these scenarios, descriptive analytics comes into picture. Like we want to analyze what is the mean sales, right? Average sales, okay, and other statistical parameters. So it's a kind of a historical data analysis. We have historical data and we are looking for what happened. It's like reporting, which we know, right? In news, we do this thing, right? When news comes, it's all about descriptive analytics, right? What happened, all these things, right? Second is the diagnostic analytics. So it is the second step. It inquires about why did it happen? Okay, so it is the root cause. We are looking for root cause. Why did it happen? Okay, so it's like when we go to the doctor, right? So it's like it is diagnosing the doctor is diagnosing us, right? It's a diagnostic analytics. That's why it's saying diagnostic. Okay, why did it happen? The third part is the predictive analytics, which I'm sure you have heard about this thing, right? Predictive. We are predicting, forecasting what might happen next. Okay, so you can clearly see the link between all these things, right? Descriptive analytics, what happened, historical data analysis, then diagnostic. Then we are moving to this part is the predictive analytics, and the in which we inquire about we say what might happen next. We forecast. For example, in our sales analysis, we can predict what will be the future sales in the upcoming quarter. Okay, for the company who is looking for sales, right? So what will be the sales in our what might happen next? Okay, so it will be the sales. What will be the sales in our let's say next coming 3 months? So this is the predictive analytics. Okay? So it analyzes the past, it's like the descriptive one, and then predict the outcome, okay? The future outcome. And the final part is the prescriptive analytics, and here it's what should we do about it? Okay. So here we are saying we know everything, right? What happened? Why did it happen? Okay. What might happen next? And now the thing is, prescriptive part is it's the action taking part, right? What should we do about it, right? We know all these things. Let's say we know about all these what happened in our past sales, right? What were the mean sales? Okay, average monthly sales. Okay, and after that we know why did it happen? Why our sales are high, or let's say low, whatever the case is, right? After that we know we predicted our future sales based on our past trends in the predictive analytics. And in the prescriptive one, it is the final block, right? Is the in this link. Okay. So here we are saying what should we do about it? Now we know everything. What should be the corrective or action we should do? Okay. So that we sustain our things, right? Whatever we are doing. So here we can go for some sort of action. For example, increase our product, improve our product so that we can increase our sales. Let's say we find out that in our descriptive and diagnostic that a particular region of a company is not doing good, okay, in terms of its products, right? So we know what happened. We also know why did it happen, okay? And what might happen next. And we also doing the corrective action, okay, to improve the product or improve the customer experience and all these things, right? So it comes in the prescriptive analytics part, okay? So all are, you can say that it's combined, okay? It's a chain, it's a link. So initially when we do data analysis as a, you can say that entry level, we start from descriptive part, descriptive analytics, okay? What happened? So this is the first step. Okay. After mastering it, then we go to this part. This is the diagnostic analytics, okay? Then third is the predictive, and the final is the prescriptive one. Now these are the key skills for data analyst. So these are the technical, there are three major areas. So first is the technical skills, then the analytical skills, and third one is the business skills. Okay. So in technical skills we have Excel, and I'm sure we all you all know about Excel, right? It's very popular. Okay. And companies are still using Excel as their, you can say, in their workflows. Okay, Excel. So Excel is used for data analysis and for dashboard as well, okay? For creating visualization on in dashboards. So you must know Excel, okay? It is the you can say it's a starting step, first step. And the second technical skill is the SQL. Okay? So here we have data extraction and manipulation. Here we extract data. Okay? We know our data resides in particular SQL databases. For example, MySQL or SQL Server. Okay? So databases are used for storing our data. Okay? So we should also know this SQL for data extraction, okay, and for manipulation part. The third component and the technical part is the Python for data analysis and visualization. So the question arises, Excel is also used for data analysis. Why we are going for Python? Because in Python you can analyze big data as well. Okay? So if data sizes increases, we can switch to Python. Okay? And we can use code here to automate the process. So Python is used for various things, but and apart from various one of the thing which we can use Python for is the data analysis. Okay, data analysis and for visualization as well, okay? To create graphs and dashboards. And the final part in the technical skills, the Power BI and Tableau. So these are also used for dashboards and insights, to create visualization, high quality visualization, so that you can present it to the relevant people, management, or relevant stakeholders. Okay, so technical skills are required in these areas: Excel, SQL, Python, and Power BI. Okay. Next is the analytical skills. Okay, so these are the three areas here. And data cleaning and wrangling. Okay, to clean that, we know that our real data is not clean, it's very messy. So in these scenarios, we go for data cleaning. Next is the statistical thinking. Statistical thinking means we are thinking in terms of numbers, statistics. Okay, like average, what is the average monthly salary, average monthly sales, and other things, other parameters. So we know statistics, right? We have already covered these statistical part in our school or in our college as well, right? So statistical thinking is required. You are thinking in terms of numbers. Okay, so this is required. And the third part, which is very important, is the data storytelling. So data storytelling is whatever you know, you should present it to the other people, okay, stakeholders. So data storytelling helps you to deliver your ideas, deliver your insights to the relevant people, okay, who don't know about these things. Okay, they want from you as a data analyst to give them insights. Okay, so data storytelling helps you to deliver the presentation in a very, you can say that in a storytelling way. Okay, so it's engaging. So you should also know this thing to present your ideas or insights to the relevant people, stakeholders. Okay, so these are the analytical skills. The third part is the business skills. Okay, business skill is the domain understanding, first one. So the thing is, whatever we are doing as a data analyst, okay, it is revolving around a particular business problem. Okay, whatever we are doing. Let's say we are working for a let's say a solar based company who is producing solar power through solar panels. Okay, so it's a business area, it's an energy sector. So you should know about the domain understanding. You should know about this domain, okay, particular domain. So business skills are required. You should know how the things are working there, okay, in a particular domain. So in business, domain understanding means you are collecting understanding from the different people, from the management or from the other teams, okay, who are handling the business problem, who are handling other things, okay, various things. So you understand the business problem. So this is what comes in the domain understanding. Second is the communication and presentation. Whatever you must connect with other people, different stakeholders. Okay? So in those scenarios, you have to communicate, okay, and present your findings. And the third one is the problem solving mindset. So we know very well in a company or any area, problem arises, right? So you should have problem solving mindset. Okay, not problem escalating, but problem solving. Whatever problems are coming, you should have a very keen interest, okay, interest in identifying the problem, okay, and then solving it through your analytical and technical skills. Okay, so the flow goes in this way. You understand the domain, you collect the domain skills, knowledge through other people, okay, through the business person, okay, through the BDA who's handling the business part, okay, business team, and then finding the problem there as well. Okay, you can find or you can collect the problem from them, okay? And you do these things through business skills. You communicate with them, okay, and present your things. After doing the business part, you move on to these skills, analytical. Now you should know what are the data sets required and all these things, how to collect the data and all these things. And then technical part comes for the analyzing the data and data storytelling in the aftermath. Okay, after doing all these things, you present your findings. Okay? So these key skills are required for data analyst. These are the tools and technologies. Okay, so these are the categories. Data collection. In data collection category, because after getting the business requirement, okay, from the different people, okay, from the management or from the team, other teams, you should collect data, okay. you have to collect the data. Okay, so that's why I'm saying it's data collection part category. So what are the tools you need to collect the data? SQL Server. Okay, SQL Server databases. So SQL is the language to connect with the databases. Okay, so you should know SQL. So these are the tools, SQL databases. Okay, APIs are the application programming interface, which you connect through programming. Okay, so these are the endpoints which are provided by the websites or any other, you can say the business or company. Okay, to collect the data. Okay, external data. And Excel, you know very well, right? We have a lot of data in our Excel files. So you collect data from these tools. Second is the data cleaning and processing. After collecting the data, as I've told you earlier, data is very messy. Okay, so you have to collect data messy in the sense that, for example, if you have customer data, so sometimes age is missing there. Okay, or you can say that sometimes due to error typing or any error, you can, so age will be somewhere around 150 years. So in those scenarios, you should clean the data. Okay? And cleaning is required so that you can process and analyze it further in a very good way. Okay? So these are the tools, Python, and these are the Python. Python, we have pandas and numpy to do these things, data cleaning and process. Third step is the data visualization. After collecting, cleaning, you visualize the data through Excel, Power BI. Excel is also used for visualization. Okay. Power BI, Tableau, and Matplotlib. Matplotlib is the Python is in the Python. So these are the data visualization where you create graphs, plots, okay, dashboards. Fourth category is the model building. So model building means you also generate insights, right, through statistics and machine learning basics. So these are the tools. Okay. Collaboration. So whatever you do, you should collaborate with others. Okay. Collaborate means if you know GitHub is the website where is the area collaboration tool where you upload your code or another things, and other developer or the analyst can get your code or data from there. Okay. So it's like the central hub where many people can collaborate. Okay. Jupyter Notebooks. Jupyter Notebooks are the online notebooks where you can execute Python code. Okay. Google Colab is also another tool. So these are also technologies of Google. This is a data analytics roadmap. So in order to become a data analyst, you must know what is the roadmap, okay? What is the path, so that you can quickly execute the things. Okay, you can quickly execute. So this is the path. First is the learn the basics like Python, statistics, and data handling. And when I'm talking about Python is very big in terms of various things, right? Python is used for website building and other things as well. But here we are saying learn the basics. Basics means Python for data analysis, okay? And statistics enough for data analysis. So here we are focusing basics for the data analysis part. So Python, statistics, and data handling, how to handle data. After doing this thing, and some master SQL and databases, okay? Because you have to collect the data, right? So how you will collect the data, right? Through SQL. So you should know SQL queries, how to select the table, okay, columns. So you should know databases enough to do the data analysis. Okay. The third step is the practice data visualization. So data visualization tool, as I have told you earlier, Excel, Power BI, and Tableau, okay, to create graphs and plots. Okay. The fourth one is work on real industry-based projects. So doing all this thing, doing these three steps, you should work on real industry-based projects so that whatever you have learned, you should apply. Okay. So this one, the work on real industry-based projects, it is the application, whatever you have learned, okay, so far. Okay. So work on real industry-based projects. So I'll give you various portals. Okay, if you are new to the data analytics and you are this, if you want to join, I mean to say your first company, let's say you are a fresher. So I'll give you the portals links so that you can experience though these industry-based projects. Okay. After that, after working on industry-based projects, whatever you learn, you apply. Okay. Build portfolio and LinkedIn presence. Okay. Build portfolio and LinkedIn means these three steps are the in your initial phase steps here, initial phase. After that, you apply it, whatever you learn. Now you should tell others, right? So that your visibility increases. Okay. Companies must know, okay, your skills. So you will build portfolio. Portfolio means your resume and whatever you learned. Okay, whatever you applied in this step, work on industry based problems. Your resume, your skills, okay, and the LinkedIn presence. Okay, so you should be very, I mean to say, presentable about it, whatever you have learned so far. After that, connect with companies, because after creating your presence, you can easily connect. Okay, so this is the, I can say, the very clear roadmap. Okay, if you go through this roadmap, you can become data analyst within a very short span of time. Okay? Because you know what to do next. Okay. Next, build a strong foundation. Why the question arises, why anyone should start with data analysis? There are other fields as well. So the answer is, if you start from data analysis, you build a very strong foundation. Okay. So why I'm saying building it's a strong foundation, because these are the core skills. Okay? So what are the core skills if you acquire, if you do data analysis? Focus on mathematics and statistics. Okay? Mathematics and statistics, I'm talking about whatever we require for data analysis. Okay? Learn data cleaning, handling missing or noisy data. So it's a core foundational skill which these are the foundational skills which you get. Okay? Data cleaning, handling missing or noisy data. Third is the understand business context. Through data analysis, you understand what is the environment in which you are operating. I mean to say, in which sector you are working. Okay, so you get the idea as well about your business context. And the final one is the develop communication and storytelling. Storytelling is whatever you have generated your insight, you are giving it back to the management or the concerned person who will take the necessary action. Okay, so these are the basic foundational core skills. Okay, if you do data analysis, and company require these skills. Okay, because these skills takes time, but if you do the roadmap which I have given you, you can build these skills very quickly. Okay. Okay. Now this is career path and opportunities. Now in the previous slide, we have done all these things, right? Now the question is connect with companies, right? We are saying, so what are the companies in which sector, or what are the popular roles? We are saying career path. Okay, so these are the popular roles: data analyst, business analyst, data scientist, product analyst, BI developer. So it's a ladder, you can say that. Okay, so you start from data analyst through this roadmap. Then after gaining exposure, you can go for these parts, this part as well, right? Business analyst. So business analysts focus mainly on the business part. So data analysis skills are required, okay, for all these. So that's why data analysts, we are saying core skills, okay, foundational skills. Okay. After going for the business analyst, you can also do data scientist. Okay. So you can go from data analyst to business analyst. Or after doing data analyst, you can also go for data analyst to data scientist, or data analyst to product analyst, or data analyst to BI developer. So you're getting my point, right? The data analyst is the core, the foundational skill, and from that you can switch to specific areas. Okay? For example, in business analyst, mainly focus on business, okay, and do the data analysis. Data scientist, you can say that is the upgraded version of data analyst, where we are doing other things as well, machine learning. Okay? And product analyst is the doing data analysis for a particular product. So it's a data analyst. Okay, but here you also know about the product. Okay? Product means whatever the company is selling or doing, right? For example, app. So if let's say company is building a particular social media app, let's say, so that is the product. Okay, so you know the data analyst. Now you are doing data analysis on this particular product. Okay, so now you are analyzing the how many people are coming on this particular app daily. Okay, what is the bounce rate, how many are uninstalling the app or installing the app. So now you're doing data analysis for that particular product. That's why I'm saying it's product analyst. Okay? And BI developer is the Power BI, this one for the data visualization. BI developer. So Power BI is a BI. Okay? BI developer. So BI developer basically goes for insight generation, showing the dashboard, creating and showing the insight. Okay? So if you know this part from data analysis, you can later switch on to BI developer as well. Okay, where you only generate dashboards. Where is dashboards in Power BI or other Tableau and so these are the popular roles, and it originates from data analysis. Okay. Now we have also industries. Okay. Now we know the roles. So what are the industries? IT and tech. Okay. Technology company. Okay. Technology company is any company who is working on any particular technology. IT. Okay. Information technology. Finance and banking. Okay. Finance companies, various who provide loans and others, and banking. You know very well what banks are. Healthcare. Okay. Providing healthcare services. E-commerce and retail. E-commerce, right? Amazon and all, right? Other Flipkart and all, right? And manufacturing and logistics. Manufacturing, for example, a company is building a particular, let's say, machine. Okay, so comes under the manufacturing. And logistic is the how you carry one thing from one part of the country to the other, right? Logistic. It's a movement of the goods. So these are the industries, and it have you can say that I have shown you only these one, but when you do data analysis, you can I can say that you can go for any company, okay, any industry, because these are the core skills. Okay, I have shown you only these, but you can go for anyone, okay, because data is generated in every company. Okay? So, next is the salaries and market demand. Okay, so in India, if you start, its entry to mid level is salaries starts from 4 lakh or goes up to 12 LP. Okay, so entry level starts from 4 and it goes up to 12 LP. Entry to mid level, and in US it's $65,000 to $1,20,000 per year. Okay, and these are the sources. Here I've generated this one. LinkedIn Workforce Report 2024. In LinkedIn Workforce Report, they mention this thing, right? In India, the salary is this from entry, from the starting to the mid level, and the US, this thing. And the global demand is 30% year-on-year growth in analytics roles. So it's 30%, okay, growth in analytics role. So if you are going for the data analysis part, analytics, it means you are going in that field which is growing 30% year-on-year. Okay. So we can clearly say it's a growing field. Okay. And another thing is shortage of skilled professionals. We have shortages of skilled professionals, okay, in this field. So these are the two drivers. One is the growth and another is the lack of skilled professionals, which helps you to build career in this field. Okay? You should go for this one. The next thing is how to get started. Now I know what is data analysis, right? There are various types of data analysis. Now I know the roadmap, salary, and all these things, right? How to get started, right? Quickly. Okay. So these are the steps. Learn by doing. See, whatever you are learning, you should do also. Okay. It's not like just learning or mugging up all these things. It's like it's doing the things. Right? So it's like start with small projects, very small projects. Don't rush for big projects. Okay. Start with the small projects. Sales analysis, social media trends. These are the small projects. I will show you. I will show one of the projects. After starting with the small projects, you should participate in competitions. Or these platforms also provide data for you. Okay. You can participate as well as in competition as well as get data from these. You can get the data from their past competition. It's a very, I have shown you too. There are other websites as other portals as well. Kaggle driven data. Kaggle is very popular. Okay. Third is build an online portfolio. You started with small projects, participated in competition, or you worked on their data sets, previous data sets. Now you have some kind of exposure there. You can build an online portfolio, means it's a GitHub, as I told you. Showcase your projects, whatever you learn in this, right? Competitions in these small projects. Or you can showcase on LinkedIn, okay? Or you can create your personal website if you know. After that, you can also go for certifications, data analyst certification. Which can help you to accelerate this process. Final part is the networking. Networking means you are joining other people, okay? You're joining communities. Let's say data analyst community and all this. So if you join these communities, it will help you to know new things, okay? Current things. So it's not like going for the books and all these things, right? It's like you are learning live, right? You are learning through communities, whatever is going on. So various professionals, working professionals who are working in various companies have these other members of these communities, okay? And attend webinars like this. Okay? So this is also kind of networking. You are attending this webinar, you are networking. So if you do these things, it will help you to accelerate your journey. These are some of the projects. They are like sales forecasting dashboard. You are creating a particular dashboard where you can forecast what will be the sales in the upcoming 3 months. Okay. Customer churn prediction. Okay. So in customer churn prediction, it's like company wants to retain their customer, right? Because through their customers, they are generating profit and revenue, right? So companies should go for these models, okay? Always goes for these models. Customer churn prediction, where they analyze through data how many customers will move on to different product or leave our service. For example, in telecom and others, right? And other fields, for example, you are using a particular product and now you are moving on to the different product of the same category. So customer churn prediction helps you to analyze how many customers are going, so that you provide particular schemes to those customers in advance to retain those customers, okay, in order to retain. So these are the other these are the projects. And third one, sentiment analysis on social media. Sentiment analysis means we know various tweets, right, comes right on Twitter. So you can analyze the sentiment, whether the tweet is talking in a positive sense, negative sense, or neutral. So sentiment analysis. COVID-19 data visualization, you can also do this thing, right? Financial risk analytics. So why these projects? Because you can showcase your ability to derive insights from real world data sets. So these are our key takeaways. Data analytics turns raw data into valuable business insights. Okay. Success requires technical, analytic, and business skills. If you want to go for data analysis, these skills are required. Success, technical, analytic, and business skills. And you have to master these tools: Excel, SQL, Python, Power BI, and Tableau. Excel, Power BI, and Tableau for dashboarding. Excel is also used for collection and other analysis, data collection and analysis. SQL for the querying parts to collect the data, right? Python for the data analysis. Next key takeaway from this session is to follow a clear roadmap. So this is the three-step. I would say three-step roadmap. Learn basics, build projects, and grow portfolio. Okay, remember this thing: learn, build, and grow. So if you memorize this thing, these learn, build, and grow. High demand and strong career opportunities across all industries, as I've told you in one of slide. Okay, continuous learning and upskilling are essential. You should continuously learn in this field, okay, and upskilling. And how to do? Through communities, okay, through webinar like this one, through certifications. After that, it's communicate insights effectively through data storytelling. You should be presentable, okay. You should present your findings through data storytelling. And after that, start small, okay. Don't go for big projects initially. Start small, stay consistent. Keep doing that thing again and again. Like consistency is, start small, stay consistent, and keep improving your skills. Don't be stagnant, okay. Keep moving. So it's like start small, stay consistent, do that thing again and again, and improve, okay, step by step. Okay, there are a few questions. Sir, can you please differentiate between data analysis, data? Okay. And what is the difference between data analysis and data science? Power BI once more, sir. Okay. These are the questions. Let me go through them one by one. Between data, okay, data analysis. So let me show you the slide as well here. Where is it? See, I am shown here. Let me, okay. Here. See, when we are talking about data analysis, is the process of inspecting, cleaning, as I've told you, in transforming and modeling data to discover useful, right, information and support decision making, right? So focus in data analysis is on what happened and why did it happen. Okay. Okay. What happened and why did it happen? In data analysis, we do what happened and why did it happen. In data analytics, we go for broader one. It's a broader umbrella. Okay. So that include data analysis plus other parts, predictive and prescriptive techniques. Okay. So let me show you here. This one. When we are saying data analysis, you are focusing on this one. This one. What happened and why did it happen? Okay. And you can data analytics comes, it's a broader umbrella where we are collecting all. So that's why I'm saying types of data analytics. Okay. It's a complete picture. It's a complete picture where we are doing predictive part as well as prescriptive part. In data science, we go for model building and automate insights. Okay. So these are the basic steps, right? And for data science, we go for machine learning, big data engineering, right? The big models. Okay, here we are basically going for statistical models. We are mostly using statistics in data analysis. Clear? Okay. Let me give you another example. So we have data, okay, and we want to understand the past data only. Okay. So we are going for the data analysis. And when we are talking about the action oriented part, okay, then we are saying we are doing data analytics, where we are doing some corrective action. We are taking some action. Those actions are done through the data analytics things. It's a broader umbrella. When we are doing the analysis through machine learning things, then we are going for the data science. Okay. Is it clear? Thumbs up, or you can write. So second question also, it's a what is the difference between this thing, right? What is the difference between data analysis and data science? Similar. Okay. For data analysis, we're going for the historical part, where we are only going for the descriptive analysis. Okay. We are describing the data only. Describing means we are saying whatever the data is telling us, whatever happened. Okay. So we are just narrating the incident through our data, through our insights. So like it's like this thing. If we got, let's say, got the sales data. In sales data, you have, let's say, Jan, Feb, March month, right? And let's say sales in Jan, Feb, March. So what we do in data analysis is we just summarize. We summarize that our monthly sale is this, and how we'll calculate, sum all the sales from January to for the year January to December and divide it by 12, and we got some number. Okay, so it's the data analysis. We are just doing the analysis keeping in mind the historical data. We are not predicting in advance anything. Okay, and when it comes to data science, we are going for the predictive part through machine learning. Okay, through machine learning we are doing the data analysis. Okay, we are doing the analysis. Is it clear? So data science for machine, you are going for the complex algorithms, and data analysis is for the statistical part. We are in data analysis, you do data analysis through statistics. Okay, whereas in data science, you analyze the data through machine learning. Okay. And when I'm talking about data analytics, okay, here we are going for the predictive and the fourth prescriptive part. Okay. Power BI once more. Okay. So Power BI basically for the data visualization part. So Power BI is the product of the Microsoft. Okay. And whatever the data, let's say we have data in our Excel file, the sales data. Okay. And we want to analyze in terms of providing the dashboards. So what we'll do is we start from Power BI, we connect to our data source, in this case Excel, and we create different graphs, reports, and from reports we create our dashboard. And through dashboard, management can take decision. Let's say they are through dashboard, you find out that management find out that that sales in a particular region is not good. Okay. So this is the kind of dashboard you build through Power BI. This is our first webinar, so we are going too deep. Okay, we are just giving you the overview, and we definitely have upcoming sessions where we will you can say that go deeper, okay, in these scenarios. Okay, next is how mathematics use statistics. Okay, so how mathematics use statistics, another question. See, statistics for the numbers, right? When we are talking about like calculating, right, mean, average, describing the data. Okay, when we are saying statistics, we are describing the data, our data. Like mean, we have already know these things, right? From our school days, right? College. If we got various numbers, let's say, what is the average value, right? What is the maximum value in that? For example, in 12 months scenario, let's say we have sales 10,000 to, let's say, 1 lakh, 12 lakh, 10,000 to 1 lakh 20,000, 10,000 for the January, 20,000 for let's say for February, and so on for the December, 1 lakh 20,000. So this data we can go for statistics. Let's say what is the maximum sales? We will say through descriptive analysis, we would say 1 lakh 20,000. What is the mean? Average say, if you want to provide the dashboard, we should know, right? What is the average sales? We sum all these numbers and divide it by 12. We got the average sales. What is the minimum sales? And in which month? So in January month, 10,000 is the minimum. Right? Similarly, we have standard deviation, right? We know all these things, right? So that statistics helps, right? In this way, it helps to do data analysis, descriptive data analysis. Next is probability. Yeah, statistics. Yeah, probability. Okay. Yeah, it all probability the you're talking about comes for the modeling part, statistical. Okay. Probability also comes here, statistics and probability. So the probability use is used for the data science as well. Okay, machine learning, and whereas statistical methods use probability, whereas probability methods. What is data visualization? So data visualization is, you can say that, to represent your insights through visual elements. Okay. So let's say from this sales data set, from this sales data set, you got the number, right? Minimum is this 1,000, maximum is 1,20,000. Now to show this to the management, it's better to create the visualization through dashboards. Okay, like you can create a line chart where on x-axis you have months, on y-axis you have sales amount, right? So Jan, Feb, these lines are connected. You can connect the line chart. So line chart is the data visualization. So various graphs comes under data visualization. Means you are giving information in a visual way. Okay, and human learns through visual input very quickly. We know very well, right? If you give the same information through numbers, only numbers, and let's say another analyst, let's say one analyst go for only numbers, giving information through only numbers. Okay, number, text, and all. And another analyst go for the same information, okay, and goes for visual data visualization. Okay, so the second analyst will do very well in this field because management can quickly see the things through visual input. Okay, so it is the art of providing information in a very, you can say that, optimal way to the other peoples, okay, to the stakeholders. So this is the data visualization. So right now I'm in my 7th sem. So tell me now, I'm starting data analytics. Okay. So the roadmap I have given you, right? You are on the right track because this is for whatever I have told you, sir, for the entry level. Okay. So this is the roadmap. You're in the 7th sem. You are in the 7th sem, and you can do this thing. This one. Right? Learn the basics, all these things, right? Python, statistics, and data handling, SQL. This is the learning. These 3 steps are for the learning part. You can start learning from your final 7th sem. Okay, and learning is not enough. You should work on real industry-based projects. This is the practical phase. This one, and this is the grow phase. I've told you, it's learn, build, and grow. Remember this thing. If you want to know the roadmap, memorize it. Learn, build, and grow. So these 3 steps: learn the basics, master a skill, practice data visualization. These are in the learn phase. Learn. Work on real industry-based projects is the build phase, where you are building. Okay, building. And this build portfolio and LinkedIn presence is the grow phase, is the presence phase, where you are presenting yourself through various platforms so that you get the good job. Okay, companies know you through your LinkedIn presence and other portfolio, right? And then you connect with the companies. This is the execution part. Okay. So this is the roadmap. Okay, and I've already told you to connect work on real industry-based projects. You can go for this thing, Kaggle driven data, right? I'll provide you the website. I'll also do the demo part here as well, okay, so that you can get the idea. Okay. Yes. Yes, sir. This is a very interesting question. Another question: can we use MongoDB instead of SQL for data analytics? So now the question is yes, depends upon your application. So let me give an example. Let's say we are working in a company where we have sales data. We have data in a structured data. Okay, numbers and all. So for these scenarios, SQL is enough. SQL means when I'm saying SQL is the language, structured query language. Okay. What are the databases who use SQL, which uses SQL? So these the databases are. So understand this point. SQL is the query language. Okay, structured query language. And the databases which uses SQL these are the databases. MS SQL Server from Microsoft, MySQL. This is the open source free one, and other databases. Okay, PostgreSQL. So these are the structured databases. Okay, for these kind of applications. When we are talking about MongoDB, see, understand this point. When we are saying SQL databases have schema, right? Schema means they have data structure. For example, if I have a customer table, right? So what will be the information there? Customer ID to identify unique customer. So this is our, you can say that, integer, type integer, because we are saying ID is 1 2 3, right? Unique primary key, I think this thing. Then we have name is type data string, okay, their address, their mobile number, all these things, right? The thing is, it is static. Okay, static in the sense that when our data is not changing enough, okay, we are going for the SQL type databases. Okay, and when our data sets is like, for example, we have a e-commerce company where we have different products. Okay, and product we know in e-commerce we have different categories and products are changing day by day, right? So in this scenario, what is changing? Schema is changing. Each day we have different product. Okay, so in this scenario where the schema is changing very frequently, we go for MongoDB. Okay. So MongoDB is for the dynamic part. Okay, and when we are talking about SQL, it's for the where our schema is static. Let me give you another example. So it means, let me summarize. You use MongoDB when your data is unstructured. Okay, rapidly evolving, as I've told you, right? Schema is changing. Okay, or it's changing very rapidly. Okay, when you are using SQL, when we have data is structured, relational databases. Okay, so data is structured means we have tables with fixed schemas. In customer case, we have fixed schema. Okay, customer record transaction. And in MongoDB, we have data is semi-structured, unstructured. Semi-structured, unstructured means JSON-like documents. JSON means Java structured object notation. Okay, so these are the documents. JSON, I'm sure you have heard about it, right? Okay. Schema is changing. Okay, so these real-time analytics dashboards. Okay, these kind of things rapidly changing. So for the static part, when the schema is not changing, for the relational part, you go for SQL. And when the schema is changing very frequently, okay, and we have unstructured data, you know very well, right? Data is all three types of data. We have three types of data: structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. For the structured part, structured means textual data, which comes in the structured form, table form. And when we're talking about semi-structured and structured, we go for MongoDB. I hope you got my point, Ashish. You can write yes if you, otherwise I can explain further. I hope you got my point, right, Ashish?